Alright, so here's the deal. I'm taking these Jolly Rancher wrappers and I'm going to melt them down on this tray, and I'm going to do the simplest thing with them is try to make a sphere of plastic out of them. You could put it in a mold or something, but I don't have a mold, nor do I know how much plastic this is going to turn out to be anyway. Right now I'm preheating the oven at its lowest temperature, which is 170 degrees. And what I'm going to do is dump all these Jolly Rancher wrappers onto this tray, and then I'll film that in the oven, and I'll speed that up so we can do kind of like a time lapse, and then I'll try to catch myself making the sphere as well. So hope you enjoy this video. Go science. I emptied the jug. Unfortunately, not all the wrappers are going to fit on the tray without spilling over and getting all messy in my oven. So I put, I don't know, a decent handful here. I would estimate that's probably a couple hundred wrappers. And I'll just do that in segments until I can melt this whole thing down into one pile. And then, like I said, I'll try to make a sphere out of that. Let's see what happens. So remember I said my oven is set at 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Turns out that the plastic that I think this is, I think it's low linear density polyethylene, and it melts at 122 degrees Celsius, which is about 251 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to bump the temperature up here to probably about 255, if I can get that. There we go, 255 degrees Fahrenheit on bake. I've got a few in there right now, and we'll see how this goes. Time to just check here. I can see that they're getting soft now. It's been only about 3 minutes since I turned it up to 255. What I'm going to do though is add a few more on top there as I can smash them down a little better. See how those are nice and crunchy? These are nice and quiet. A little bit of noise. Alright, 4:33. So I'm just going to continue doing what I was doing in the first place, is taking the ones that are semi-melted here and smash them down and add some more on top. That seems to be a functional way of doing this without spilling over the top here. Actually, it looks like I dropped one. Two. Again, I'm trying not to make a huge mess in my oven. And notice I'm being as careful as possible not to touch any metal portions. And the reason that is metal is an excellent conductor of energy. So if I touch the metal, it's going to burn me rapidly. If I stick my hand in here where the air is 255 degrees, that's not that big of a deal because there's not that many molecules of air compared to molecules of metal. And it doesn't transfer as much heat to my skin. I think I can get them all in here right now because these are getting pretty warm pretty quick, and it's easy to smash them down. I'm almost done with all of them here. It's like when you walk barefooted on tile, it feels cold because ouch, the tile's more dense and it's a better conductor of energy, so you feel the coolness. Wow, you feel cool because you're losing energy to the tile. But if you walk on the carpet, which is the same temperature, you don't really feel that energy loss as quick because carpet is a better insulator. and therefore there's less energy being transferred. Alright, last one. Let's get it in there. Okay, here it goes again. I'm going to try to take some of these wrappers and smush them into a tighter, packed area, more dense configuration. That's what they look like now. Use the spatula to start working the plastic to the middle. Looking a little better. Alright, so I took the case off the camera so you could hear the microphone better. And this is pretty much what I came up with here. This is not completely solid. I was not able to get all the air pockets out of there. And it is still quite hot. I had it in the oven at 300 degrees there for the last 5 minutes, which is about 50 degrees more than what it takes to melt this. And I am done for now. That's about as good as I'm going to get it. But there's about, I don't know, 1,500 or so Jolly Rancher wrappers. Now it's a toy. A ball. You can throw it. Catch, play catch.